Today I'm at Bass Pro Shops. I know a lot of you guys are on a budget, and I'm going to show you everything you need to get for summertime bass fishing on a budget of $50. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to go down the aisles, I'm going to show you guys how you can catch fish on any body of water this summer for $50 or less. They're probably going to be having their music playing in there, and YouTube doesn't like that very much, so I'm going to have to narrate this afterwards. And stay to the end of the video, because everything I get in here I'm going to be giving away to one of my subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe to the video right now, like the video, and leave a comment below. You're going to have to leave a comment to win also. Just put down there what your favorite summertime bait is, and you'll have a chance to win. Alright, let's get in there. Alright, time to start the narration part of this. Outdoor world, my favorite place on earth. I know some of you guys are upset that I can't have the music playing in here, but I'll sing a little bit of what they're playing, you know, to make you feel like you're really here. I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day ain't working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that kicked a bucket and I was sitting on a pile like Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me $50 worth of summertime bass fishing gear. Alright, enough singing. Let's grab us a basket and go down to the terminal tackle aisle. Alright, we're going to be trying to set up a Texas rig. One of the best summertime baits. So I'm going to grab some VMC EWG hooks. I like the 5/0. I'd rather have the right fish in the right hooks in a big fish than the right hooks in a little fish, so I usually go with the 5/0. Here's the Strike King jointed structure head, probably my favorite bait to throw, but that's not much of a summertime thing. That's an all year thing. Got some shaky heads and some mushroom heads, but we're looking for a Texas rig, so we're gonna need some bullet weights. And check out that sign, tungsten is on sale, 25% off. I think we're gonna go with that. We're gonna look for a 1/4 ounce or maybe a 5/16. I think we're gonna go with the 5/16. I usually peg my Texas rigs, but not all the time. So that's gonna match up with the 5/0 hooks we just got. Alright, now we gotta look for some baits. Alright, you're gonna want some kind of creature bait or a crawl. I'm over here at the Rage Tails. Looking for the Rage Bug. That's a awesome Texas rig bait. There you are down here, watermelon red. If you got a jig, these work on the back of a jig as a trailer as well. Alright, we got that in the basket. Now we're going to look for some worms. You got to have a big worm in the summertime. Alright, we're going to go down here. Oh, what do we got here? Another good summertime bait is brush hogs. I like to throw them on a Carolina rig. And if you're on a budget, Zoom is awesome. Their baits are very cheap. And if you got some fish still on their beds, try these right here. These are rage tail lizards. Throw that in the bed and watch the mama go crazy. Alright, here we are. Here's the worm aisle. We're looking for a big worm with a curly tail. Those anacondas are pretty good. I've never catch fish on them. They seem to work good. They have a lot of action, but for some reason I don't catch fish on them. If you're fishing in the river, you can check out these tubes. I don't use tubes that much though. Alright, here's some worms. That's my favorite drop shot worm right there. The rubber worm. It's the first thing I put on the drop shot if I tie a drop shot on. Alright, we got the Zoom worms right here. We're looking for the old monsters. They are right there. I like a big curly tail worm in the summertime on a Texas rig. Natural is awesome, but for some reason I seem to do better when I got a reddish worm like this, like a plum or this red shad, red bug right here. For whatever reason, when the water's really hot, I seem to get a little better bite with a reddish or a purplish worm. So we're gonna put the green pumpkins back and we're gonna get the red bugs. Throw them in the basket. All right, now we're gonna look at we're gonna look to get some weightless baits to go with those hooks. Oh, but right here on the left is the big TRD. That's one of my favorite baits. That's a year-round bait. I'll throw this thing all the time, all year long. It's a good bait. All right, we need to find some weightless baits. Oh, these Yum Dingers. They're very cheap, so everybody tries them. They just don't catch fish like the other Senkos. If you're gonna fish Senkos, spend a couple bucks more than Yum Dingers. They're just trash. These are the best right here, the Gary Yamamoto Senkos. They're the best by far. But the price tag is a little high, so I like to use a different bait every once in a while. I do use mostly Yamamotos, but in a pinch I go over here and I get the Bass Pro Shop version. They're the closest thing I've found to a Yamamoto Senko, and you get 16 of them in a pack instead of 10 of the Yamamotos. Once you factor in the cheaper price and the quantity, they're about half the price of the Yamamotos. So I got no problem using these. There's a natural color right there, green pumpkin with blue flake. That's gonna work. That's gonna work all summer long. All right, here's another weightless bait we can use, the Zoom Fluke. I've had some awesome days throwing the Zoom Fluke before. If you go back far enough, the first bass I ever caught on a bass lure was on a Zoom Fluke, back when I was a teenager. Yep, I like the natural colors more than like the whites or the chartreuse, all that stuff. I like the more natural looking minnow type baits. Put that in the basket. All right, now here's everybody's favorite summertime aisle, the frogs. There's a lot of good frogs, so it's tough to pick. Look at this big fella. You really need to have a big fish to be throwing that thing around. Right down here you got the rivets. I really don't care for them much. I'm more of a hollow body frog guy, so they can stay there. All right, we're going down here. I don't really care for the KVD frogs much. I'd rather the live target makes good frogs. That's the only thing good they make. But these booyahs, they're good frogs. Popping pad crasher. So I'm either gonna get this, or I'm gonna get the River to Sea Spit and Wah, which is one of my favorite frogs. But since we're balling on a budget, I think we're gonna go with the booyah. It's a couple dollars cheaper. But that Spit and Wah is an awesome frog. Yeah. Pad crashers going in the basket. All right, now we're gonna go over here to the hard baits. We're gonna be looking for either a square bill or a rattle trap. They do a lot of the same jobs. They fish the same situations mostly. The rattle trap's better for fishing grass than a square bill. Here's the old classic Bill Lewis rattle traps. They're real good for burning over top of grass in the summertime. But I think we're gonna go to the next style. Oh, here we go. The Strike King lures. The lipless, they come in so many different colors. Strike King has some awesome color selection. But the big problem I have with Strike King is the hardware is trash. I've bent out hooks. I've had hooks snap. I've even had 2 times I ordered Strike King hard baits, and the hooks didn't even have points on them. No points, no barb. The hook just ended. So always check your hooks when you're buying a Strike King hard bait. I've had so many problems with them, so I don't buy them much at all unless it's a really cool color. Back when I did use them, this was my favorite color, the green tomato. It works really good in stained, dirty water. But if you're gonna use them, I'd think about changing the hooks out. Well, here's a sale on square bills. So this is a budget video, so I think I'm gonna pick up one of these in Sexy Shad. That goes in the basket. All right, we're gonna check out some more top waters. So let's go down here. Here we go, the old classic Pop R. I think everyone has caught a fish on one of these before. My first ever topwater fish was on one of these, and I'm sure I'm not the only person that can say that. This is the old standby, the old classic popper. These don't have really awesome hooks either, but you should be just fine. At least the hooks have points on them. Alright, so we're gonna put the popper in the basket. Alright, next we're gonna look at spinner baits or chatter baits. We can probably only fit one underneath the budget, so we're probably gonna go around this corner and look at the chatter baits. It's between a spinner bait and a chatter bait. It's a good chance I'm gonna go with the chatter bait, and they're cleaned out pretty good. Some of the sizes are out of stock, some of the colors are out of stock. Let's see. The white works great, the chartreuse works great. Looks like the green pumpkin is gone, but I've done pretty good on this silver one, especially in shad lakes. So I think we're gonna get this silver one. It actually match up with the fluke. Maybe you could cut one of the flukes down and use it as a trailer. So that's gonna work. And that's probably the top of the budget right there, but I'm gonna throw in something extra. Maybe I'll get another topwater bait like these Zara Spooks, or the Spook Juniors. This is another classic topwater bait, especially in this color. I had one of these when I was a teenager, and I threw the hell out of it till the paint was almost gone. But we're only gonna get one more, so it's gonna be either this extra topwater bait, or I'm gonna go back down here to the rattle traps. Ripping rattle traps through grass in the summertime just works. I fish them on the reservoirs in the big grass fields. You get them down and run them over top of the grass. The aggressive bass will come up and bite them. Or if you get them stuck in the grass, you yank them loose, and as soon as they come loose, they'll get exploded on. But I think the chatterbait can do a lot of the same things that the lipless can do. So yeah, I think the chatterbait can do a lot of the stuff the lipless can do, and topwaters are just more fun. So the topwaters go into the basket, and that's gonna put me over my budget. So back to the real audio, pardon the wind. All right, y'all. I guess I failed the challenge. I went a little over $50, but you guys get the idea. There's some baits in there you can pick and choose, what you want to use. But you can take the baits that I bought and get it under a $50 budget. You have everything you need. All right, let's go over what I got. I'm trying to set this camera up somewhere. First thing we got is some terminal tackle. We got the VMC wide gap EWG hooks. That's some 5/16 ounce tungsten weights from Texas River, which is a go-to in the summertime. Giant worms always work in the summertime. These are the red bug colored Zoom old monsters. Big worms, summertime. Also with that Texas rig, rage bug. These are watermelon red rage bugs. Texas rig that, you're gonna whack them. And then you use this hook, weightless, without the weight on it. One of the best summertime lures right there. This isn't the Yamamoto Senko, which is probably the best one, but this is the second best one. It's really hard to tell the difference between this and the Yamamoto. Plus you get 16 of these in a bag, you only get 10 of those. Another weightless presentation is these flukes. When they're feeding on the bait fish, these are killer, especially if you know exactly where the bait fish are. And then to moving baits, we got this Booyah square bill in a sexy shad color. It's always good for the summertime, sexy shad. Then we got this silver chatterbait, one of the better moving baits you can get. If it comes down to this and a spinner bait, you got a tough choice, but I usually go with the chatterbait. And top waters, everybody's favorite, Booyah Poppin' Pad Crasher. That's gonna get bit anytime you're around grass, lilies, mats. That's what you want to throw right there. And then some more open water top waters. The classic, the old standby, the Rebel Pop R. Everybody's used one of these before. And another classic, Zara Spook Junior in frog pattern. It doesn't get any more classic than that. All right, y'all. One of you guys is gonna win all these baits. What you need to do, you need to be subscribed to the channel. Of course it's windy. I'm filming, of course it's windy. All right, what you need to do to win, you gotta be subscribed to the channel. You have to like this video, and down below you have to comment, what's your favorite summertime bait? That's all you gotta do. And I'm gonna run this until June 1st. The first video I'll put out after June 1st, I'm gonna announce the winner. We'll get in contact and I'll get all these baits shipped out to you. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, you can win. And until next time, thanks for watching Hookset TV.